Like a painting has like a little filigree pattern, and it's just the same little pattern going all around there, and it gets boring if you're doing it. But for the listener, that's all that they need. So
so I need to relax and just keep my time and make sure that I'm.
Well, I'll give you an example. I mean, you know, people say I have a really great face for radio, and so when I see pictures of myself, I don't like the way I look, but if I wait a while and look at myself when I was a teenager and I thought I wasn't very good looking, I'd give anything to look that way now. And when you record yourself and you don't think you sound good, wait a little while and play it back, and you'll forget what it was that was negative about it, and you'll hear it more like it was even someone else playing.
Okay.
And then you'll realize that it was just really good.
It was just what was necessary.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Well, I don't know where to go from here.
How about, well, and another thing with jams is the when do I take a break, and how do I count myself in to take a break? Those are things that I think are really complicated too for someone who doesn't jam a lot.
Well,
or is that a whole new 30-minute show or lesson or?
No, it's part of it.
Okay.
I started playing in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and the group that was one of the best college groups was the Huron River Ramblers, and Marvin Bookstein was my mentor, an incredible banjo player. And one time he was sick, and I got to play with the Huron River Ramblers. And every time I went up to take my break, I was late, and the first part of my break was all chopped off. And when you're starting off and you miss your intro, you sometimes don't even know how to start in the middle of your break, so you're lost.
Right.
And so it took me years after that, because I'd never really played in a band on stage, to know that you have to practice your lead and your backup over and over. You have to practice.
Because I can
You have to practice your backup and getting into your lead, and you have to know exactly how to do it.
Right.
And then you have to watch the people on the microphone so that when they're finishing their break, you dart in like a butterfly or like a bumblebee right into that microphone, so that not only are you starting on time, but the audience can hear you right on time.
Right.
And the band can hear you on time. And it takes years. It's not something, that's why we go to jam sessions, is to practice our techniques like that. Yeah, it's not easy.
So my confusion is
just part of the learning process.
Right. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, can we try it? Can you play backup and I try to take a lead?
You bet. You bet.
Can we give it a whirl?
You bet.
Okay. All right.
What are we gonna? We put together an arrangement. That's what they don't do in jams, you know, like how many times through and who does what. So what do you? How do you want to do it?
Why don't I play backup for the first? Is it first verse or chorus or?
Well, the verse and chorus are the same on this song, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. So I would say, then you're wanting me to play my solo, and then when I finish, then you try to come right in at the right time.
Right.
And then you play it through, and we'll stop.
Right.
I think it's good.
Okay, let's try it.
Who's going to count it off? You want to try counting it off? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
So is it on a 3? Is it?
You can, on 3/4 time, you can just go, if you know it pretty well, you can go 1, ready, play. Or you can go 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, play. Whichever you want to do. Give yourself a little more time.
Okay, and it will start on 1?
Then it starts on the downbeat of 1 again, yeah.
Okay, this is the first.
That's, yeah. That's the 1. 1.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. You want to count me off?
Sure. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1.
Okay, you didn't come in.
I know. I got so excited counting off. I couldn't come in.
I know.
Okay.
I pushed you a little too hard.
That's all right.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1.
Now, see, when it goes that good, you want to keep going, right?
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
do.
well, we don't have too much time, but
Right.
we wish we could play it more.
Right? That was fun.
Ralph Stanley, he plays the
That's
old-time clawhammer style, and I think there's a tune, "Oh Shout Luli," that he plays. And he plays it, you know, because they don't expect him to be playing old-timey on the show.
Yeah.
And he says, "I learned this song from my mother when I was a little boy. It's the first song I learned, and I love it so much I play it as much as I can." And you know, you get
Yeah.
these tunes going, and you don't want to stop.
Oh, yeah.
I guess we got to kind of wind it up for
That's pretty cool.
for this segment,
That's
but
pretty cool. All
um,
right.
that sounded really good,
Thank
Judy.
you. Thank you.
Congratulate you and
Yeah.
Steve and everybody here.
Thank you. It was
And,
fun.
we
Thanks
sure
for,
enjoyed it.
Thanks for the tips.
You bet.
We'll do it again.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
Hi, I'm Warren Kennison Jr., and I'm going to play you a banjo tune on Steve's show. And this is a tune that I wrote when I first started in Boulder almost 40 years ago. And it's written about the mountains in Boulder, the Flatirons. I hold the copyright on this tune, and it's done pretty well for me over the years. And it hasn't been actually released commercially, but I'm going to play it for you now. It's called Flatiron.
sing.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Well, I hope you enjoyed watching the show, and if you play and you'd like to be on the show, or if you know somebody who might like to be, or if you know of a venue that you think might be a good one for us to come down and shoot, why don't you contact us at the email address you see on the screen, and we'd love to have you on.
Waves beat on the shoreline of my island in the sea.